Hello, it's the Friday Talkie. Handhelds. I have been paying fairly close attention to the upcoming release of two handhelds. The one that's been getting the most attention in the press is the 3DS. And I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on one of these. I don't expect to be able to buy one anytime soon because I just can't afford it, but I want to try one. Now, I had some preconceptions what I thought it was going to be like, and what I was expecting was a 3D version of the DS. Sounds like an obvious thing. You know what the DS, DSi, DS Lite, blah blah, you know what it does, you know what the games are like, you know what the graphical quality is like. I was expecting that, but in 3D, because they look like that, to be fair. You know, throw on the analog nub thingamajig, throw on a 3D screen, that's what I thought you were going to get. No, turns out they're not, really. They still look like that, but I've been watching some videos, and the graphical quality really impressed me. I was just expecting more of the same, and it's not. The graphical quality is like the Wii, I guess, which is a big step up. And it surprised me and impressed the hell out of me and made me think even more. I want one of these, which is not something I say very often about Nintendo hardware, but there you go. I saw a couple of demos of games. Obviously I couldn't see the 3D effect, but I saw a video of Mario Kart, and it was like Mario Kart on the Wii, though hopefully without the flawed game mechanics. But anyway, graphically very impressive. And a version of Star Fox, call it what you like, that was very impressive. So yeah, I'm really quite excited about this. The price point I am not so sure about. I've heard the figure £300 bandied, $300 bandied around for the US. The price that's being pitched at the moment in the UK is £200 to £230. I think when a handheld steps above the £200 mark, it's pushing it. For a console, yeah, they can get away with that, a good console, but for a handheld, don't know. But the system we've not heard an awful lot about. It's been rumoured for years. Now there are some cold hard facts coming out about it, is the PSP2. I've only just read some details about it on the Online Edge magazine website page thing. And what is being said about this? One moment, refreshment time. Not remotely sponsored by Coca-Cola, unfortunately. Coke, give me money, damn it. PSP2. Right. High definition screen. I don't know what resolution, but the fact that they're calling it high definition straight away is quite a big deal. Twin analog sticks. They got their fingers burned with the PSP Go, having it entirely downloadable software, realised, okay, they don't actually care if the consumers don't like that, but it matters to them if retailers don't like it, because retailers just refuse to handle the thing, because as a handheld, once they'd sold the hardware, they had no software to sell, so why the hell should they bother? They were doing themselves out of business. Retailers refused to handle it. So Sony picked up on that and have caved, basically. There will be some physical media on there. Don't know what it's going to be like. Probably won't be UMD. The most important thing is processing power. Now I don't know what CPU it's going to have or what graphics hardware is going to have, but here is what is being bandied about. They're saying that when comparing the PSP2 with the 3DS, the difference in power will be or in graphical advancement, whatever, will be proportionally the same as the difference between the original PSP and the original DS. Looking at that, what that means is, if the 3DS has the same graphical ability as the Wii, the PSP2 will have the same graphical ability as the PS3. Now that is something to get excited about. This has been put to Sony directly, and they're saying, yes, basically you're talking about a portable PS3. Obviously not compatible, but in graphical terms, something with that kind of impact. That is something to get excited about. I have a worry. I would love to have a PS3 in my pocket, though I've got to say, I have an issue with the original PSP in that the games were not really suitable for playing on the go. They're big. So that's not what I want while I'm on the go. So I had an issue with that, but that is an entirely personal thing. That's entirely my issue. My worry is the cost. Now, I think the price of the 3DS is a little steep for a handheld. So what the hell is a PSP2 going to cost if it's effectively a portable PS3? PS3s are expensive. They're a lot of money. People still hesitate when they see the price of them. And that's for a home console. So what is this portable PS3 going to cost? And remember, I mean, have Sony dropped the ball here? Have they not looked at portable gaming history? You had the Game Boy. It was, even when it was first released, it was fairly obsolete technology, but it sold well because it was cheap. And then Atari brought out the Lynx, technically vastly superior, but battery life aside and iffy screen aside, the main reason it didn't sell was it was expensive. And because it was expensive, people didn't buy it, and because people didn't buy it, games developers didn't make games for it, and because games developers didn't make games for it, people didn't buy it, and all of a sudden it flopped. Have Sony missed a trick here? I worry about that. I am absolutely convinced it will be a fantastic piece of hardware, but are they pricing themselves out of the market? Because there is a point to which people will not go when buying a handheld. People are willing to pay a pretty big chunk of money for a really impressive home console, but a handheld is considered kind of superfluous. It's like a luxury extra or an optional extra. It's not your main gaming thing. It's not what you're going to spend a massive amount of money on. There will always be some people who will spend a lot of money to have the best gadget, but I worry about this one. I think, are they getting it wrong? Mind you, I mean, my predictions on such things have been proven to be absolutely completely wrong, because when the PSP and DS came out, I said Nintendo don't know what they're doing. The DS doesn't know what it is. This isn't a games console. This is something that doesn't know what it is. Was the PSP is a PlayStation, and everyone knows what a PlayStation is. Yeah, I got that one somewhat wrong, didn't I? I assumed Sony knew what they were doing, and they tried to sell it as a multimedia portable. Stupid. And Nintendo went and completely cleaned up by selling to a whole new market that I was unaware of, but clearly they knew what they were doing. So, yeah, I have concerns, but I have been wrong before, so nah. That was meaningful, wasn't it? Nah. How do you spell that? Alright, this is where I would normally do a shout out of a channel, but today I'm not going to, partly because I've been incredibly lazy and haven't been looking for new channels, and none have actually appeared in front of my eyes to say, hey, this is a great channel, so blah. There I am with those made up words again. But what I am going to do is say Retro Gamers United. There is going to be a chat there on Sunday, I believe. This is going to be a regular thing. I plan to go there. There are going to be other people there. Huey999, Mark Bahir, Christopher, Couldn't tell you who else is going to be there, but it is a cool place. I have chatted there before and it's been fun. Sunday, not sure exactly what the time is going to be. I will check that out and put info down in the thing. But yeah, if you get a chance, drop in there. It's always good fun. Okay, there we go. I don't know if that was short and sweet or not. I've lost track. Thank you for watching.